What is going on, everybody? Powell here and welcome back to a next video. So whenever you click new game here on OpenTTD, you get confronted with a few choices to make, including one of 4 different map style or landscape styles they are called here in the game. Now in this video I want to show you the differences between each style and how the different industries work on them. So let's dive in with the temperate landscape. This is the default one, and most people will love and know this in this landscape. Of course, we got our green grasslands, our lush, different style of trees, of course, and all the different industries like iron ore mines and factories which produce stuff and whatnot. Now, if we go here into the industry directory and open the industry chains, we can see, of course, all the different industry chains available on this map. We are greeting here with the industry chain for the bank style, meaning that producing industry, a bank, is producing valuables. Those valuables can then be transported to a bank, which of course produces more valuables and then accepts the valuables as well. This is of course a weird chain where valuables are being transported from and to a bank. Now if we click here on the select cargo, we can see all the different type of cargoes available on the map. We've got passengers, mail, coal, goods, grain, iron ore, livestock, oil, steel, valuables and wood. 11 in total. So if we click on passengers, we can see producing industries are oil rigs and houses. They produce passengers, and accepting industries is houses. Houses being of course towns and cities. Cities and towns and small villages. And yeah, oil rigs indeed do also produce passengers. Now if we click on oil rigs, you can immediately see what else does it produce. It will also produce oil. So if we can, oil goes into a oil refinery, and there we can go. You can see oil is coming from oil rig and oil wells, goes into a refinery, and it will produce goods, which again goes into houses. So by clicking through these different types of industries, you can also see where everything is coming and going from. And you can do that of course with all different types of goods you can select up here. Now for towns, we can also see what they are producing here. You can see this town, Hartsheuvel, is a city. You can see it's in the brackets here and also on the small icon up here next to the town's name on the map itself. You see its population, its number of houses, the amount of passengers it produced last month, and the amount of mail it produced last month. And then 0 out of 0, meaning we have no stations here. Of course we are in a new map, so we don't have stations, meaning those are not being generated at the moment at all. And we also can see that the town is not growing. And well, the town is not growing. It's going to be important for the second type, which we are going to take a look at right now. So the second style, the subarctic landscape style. We get a new option here, snow coverage, 40%. We can change the type amount in percentage of the map, and well, let's generate a map. First of all, the lush green grass is now more a brownish green. We got all different kind of snowy patches on the map right here, of course. And some industries which we do recognize from our previous map, but also some new industries which are tied to this type of map. So again, let's go into industry chains. We can already see the industry chain for a bank right here. It's different. The bank here is just taking in gold, which is coming from a gold mine. And gold mines are of course new to this map. If we again select here cargo, we can see another selection of 11 different cargo types. Passengers, mail, again, coal, food, gold, goods, livestock, oil, paper, wheat and wood. Some of them are similar to the previous, to the temperate map style of course, but others are different. For instance, let's click on food right here. Food is being produced in a food processing plant. Not so surprising, and it's taken in by houses. Of course, again, not so surprising. If we take a look at the food processing plant, we can see that it takes in livestock and wheat, which comes from a farm. Very similar, of course, to the temperate map style farms, which produces grain and livestock. But houses needing food. What does that mean? We have our normal towns right here, so it's uitpomp here. Again, size, how much passengers, how much meal it produced last month. And again, the town is not growing, of course, because we aren't doing anything with it. But if we take a look at a town right here in a snowy patch, like Ridderwater right here, you can immediately see that cargo needed for town growth is food, and that is required. Meaning the town will not grow if you don't supply any food to it. And again, you can just, of course, supply food by building a cargo station near the town city center. So that's already different from the temperate map. Now let's take a look at the next option. Right, next option. We had the temperate, the subarctic landscape style, and now we have the subtropical style. Again, a coverage percentage we can choose, but in this case we can choose the desert amount of the map itself. So we're gonna take 50% again, see what happens. And again, we are greeted by a different type of landscape. Deserts, some green luscious with some jungle trees, some green land along rivers and valleys, of course, like in the regular desert. And of course our towns and industries sprinkled around it. And again, we have a few different industries and same industries from the other map types. So let's take a look again. Let's go again into industry chains, and again we are greeted by the industry chain for the bank, and this time it will take in diamonds. So in the desert you can mine some diamonds, and I'm pretty sure their transport rate are very nice. Now if we click here on select cargo, we get another list, of course: passengers, mail, again copper ore, our diamonds for the bank, food, fruit, goods, maize, oil, rubber, water and wood. This time we have 12 different options compared to the 11 from the other two. And mainly the water option here is new. Water is coming from a water supply, and it's going into a water tower. Well, a water supply, we have one right up here in the middle of a desert. It's a small industry, easy to look over if you are a little bit zoomed out on the map. But yeah, like the industry said, it's taken in by a water tower. And we can immediately see a town right here, Dorthuizen, with a water tower right here. But in this case, Dorthuizen itself doesn't really need water to grow, but it does have a water tower. Now here, Utrecht, in this case, does need both water and food in order to grow the town. But it is of course quite possible that a water tower is not being provided by the town itself. It happens. If you want to see where our all water towers are on the map, you can always go to the industry directory. We have a list of all the different industries on the map. 45 out of 45 are shown, and we can just easily type in and filter on the different industries where they are. So it's Dreamer, there's a water tower right here. Kulomakerk has a water tower as well, and this town will need its water to grow. So yeah, that's where you can transport your water to. And if really needed, and if you have enough money available to you, you can always fund new industries, where you can select a water tower and fund, and then click anywhere on the map, as long as the map is it's not paused, or the town doesn't have already a water tower available to it. So those are our first three map types, and let's take a look at the last one as well. And last but not least, we have the Toyland landscape style. Toyland landscape style is also the style you are seeing in the background here of the main menu. You lose the option to cover the map in either desert or snow or anything else, so it's basically the same as the temperate map, but grass is being replaced by this checkered map style. Trees and are being replaced by all types of candy, and the buildings in the towns are being replaced by presents, teapots and other stuff you might find in a children's bedroom. If you go to the industry chains, then you can already see we get here the industry chain for a battery farm. Batteries are being farmed in this map. Yeah, you gotta deal with it. But if we take a look at the total cargo list, then again we have passengers and mail. Those are all the same, of course. And we get our batteries, bubbles, candy floss, cola, fizzy drinks, plastic, sugar, sweets, toffee and toys. 12 options again. And if you want to produce some fizzy drinks, that's being produced by our fizzy drink factory, that's being then transported to towns. Then in order to produce fizzy drinks you need cola coming from cola wells and bubbles from bubble generators. So yeah, that's how this map works, and you can already see we also have some candy flossed forests. We have a bubble generator right here which produces our bubbles, and somewhere on the map we should have some cola wells as well. Here's a battery farm, by the way. So yeah, that's the Toyland type of map. Fun to look at, and really something if you some more fun in your game. So to end the video, does choosing the map style have any impact on your game other than the look and feel of the map? Yeah, slightly. Most map style, most maps of course will require you to transport stuff from a generating factory, generating industry to a producing factory, and then stuff into towns and whatnot. But you can maybe see these three as a gradually increasing difficult type of map. Here on the temperate map you can just do whatever you want and towns will grow. In the subarctic landscape you need some food on some cities to grow in order to grow them. For the desert subtropical landscape you need food and water to grow some towns. And even then, once a town doesn't have a water tower, it might not even grow at all. So yeah, that's increasing increasing the difficulty ever so slightly, but not too much, of course. And then of course the Toyland is similar to the temperate landscape style map. But yeah, just for when you have some extra fun and make you feel yourself like a child again, you can always choose this style of map. So those are the 4 differences. Thanks for watching. Leave a like if you did enjoy this video and subscribe for more OpenTTD content. And I hope to see you all in the next video. Take care everybody. Bye bye.